Hello everybody, welcome to my stream. I'm DC. You can find me all over the internet under DC Lasair. That's DC Lasair. Exclamation mark DC in the chat. Bring up my website, my blue sky. Go read all the things. It's a DC, yeah! Puddleglum, hi. JD Lady, hello. I have affiliate links. If you're interested, exclamation mark AF in chat to call them up at any time. First one will be for Doris, which is a wonderful link in bio site. If you like what you see, use the discount code DC Lasair to get 30% off for 3 months when you sign up for Doris Pro. Also, Fantasy Grounds. Fantasy Grounds is a virtual tabletop, and they have a reader app now in beta. Use the affiliate link when you make a purchase to support me. Yay. Also, I have this thing. It's a TTRPG vault, campaign vault to organize your campaigns. It does what it says on the tin. So go to my GitHub, download it, use it. It's designed to work with Obsidian, but anything that reads Markdown can, which is most every text editor there is, or I'm sorry, can open, not necessarily understand Markdown, but can open a Markdown file. Any text editor will open a Markdown file. So if you want to download that, if you want to just copy the file structure and the templates and use them in something of your choice, go ahead. It's free. What you do with it is up to you. But if you want the most value out of it, will be if you use Obsidian and the vault together. Yeah, so use the things. All right, let's pause the music here. Also, part of Team Cypher, if you can donate to St. Jude, do the thing. We're fundraising for a few more days yet. So go to the link there, donate to St. Jude. It's a wonderful cause. And other announcements. In June, I believe it's going to be the second weekend of June, I'll be on a charity stream on another channel. So stay tuned for when it gets announced. Let's see here. It will be, yeah, second weekend of June. On that Saturday. So stop on by, and details should be coming relatively soon. But do the things. I'll be a player and probably producer as well. Check that out. And oh yeah, let's check the Gen Con event, because if you're going to Gen Con, I'm going to have a panel. And I haven't looked at how many tickets are left lately. All right. Yeah, tickets are dwindling down, but there are still some left. So if you are indeed going to Gen Con, or you know somebody who's going to Gen Con and you want to find out about producing a TTRPG stream, there is my event link. So sign up now and do the things. All right, let's make sure I'm going where I'm going. Then we'll get into the topic today. Didn't feel like playing video games. Almost didn't stream, but I did have a little mini rant up on Blue Sky about writer decks. So I thought I would talk about those today. See, where is that at? Looking for my own thread. Here you go. There's the Blue Sky post with the thread we're going to go through in a moment. And also, I have an old laptop. It's over there. It's plugged in. It's charging. So after it has some time to charge, because I plugged it in just before stream, I'll take it off the charger and see if it boots up. It'll be great. All right, but first I wanted to talk about writer decks. And as you know, if you've been here for Tech Fridays, I have a solution for this already. I have a tablet, and thanks to the community, I have a wireless keyboard. And I've taken everything off the tablet I can because I mostly write in Markdown using Obsidian. So it's an Android tablet, so I just put Obsidian on that. And it functions as my exclusive writing device and as a reader as well, because I can put all my books on it and read on it too. So I can kind of dual purpose. But a writer deck itself, the sole purpose is to have a machine that you just write on. Distractions gone, everything else gone. So you can use old laptops and other things like that. There is someone has made something called writerdeck OS, and it uses Debian Linux. So you can get that there. And I was looking at that and I'm like, huh. And then I saw on Reddit where the person making writerdeck OS is coming out with a version 2. So I'm going to hold off and wait. And I think I will try putting writerdeck OS on that laptop if it powers on. But writer decks are also sort of this category of hardware. And you can get a lot of details here. And a lot of these are tiny screens. And by tiny screens, I'm talking maybe phone size, might be smaller. Some of them would appear to be smaller. Attached to these keyboards, and it's all kind of one thing, one device. And I had a couple problems with these. One is they're very expensive. Talking over $200 up to $600-700 for these. And the other one is because they are kind of squished together things, you'd always be looking down at it, because you want it at an angle where you can type comfortably. And most of them look like you could type just fine on. But if you actually wanted to see what you're doing, your neck position would be down like this most of the time. And, not up like this, where you could just read it easier and not give yourself neck problems. And so the keyboards look fine on them, but with the small screen, plus the small screen, I need words a little bigger. Just how my eyes are. So some of these screens are out. I also like to be able to go through more of the document than just a few a few lines at a time to, one, recall what I was writing and, take a look at it and make sure that what I'm going on kind of follows through, that I haven't completely wandered off somewhere. Though there's benefit in writing that, all your thoughts down and just getting a lot of stuff out of your head. I want to be a little more focused than that with this. And there is, however, one I would love to try sometime. Wait, are you implying that there are ways to sit in chairs and work at computers that don't involve giving yourself neck and back problems? I don't know, right? Like, admittedly, I have my monitors on stands that I can raise up to eye level. Not giving yourself neck and back problems is amazing. But again, even I will, we shrimp ourselves, right? And but the one device I would like to try, and mostly because it's just a screen. It's called Bioc. Bring your own keyboard, and you can put it on a stand, position it anywhere, so I could have it as close to or as far from my eyes as I need it. Again, just a few lines at a time, but it looks kind of neat. So maybe someday in the future, it is $200. So that's quite a bit. But if you're interested in it, there it is. And you can bring whatever keyboard you want to it. So fantastic. So out of all these writer decks, that's the device I would prefer. I really wouldn't want to spend $500 to $700 on a small screen that's attached to a keyboard that I can't adjust really. That doesn't seem great. And then you may be wondering, but DC, you said you're going to be using a tablet, and that's not going to go eye height. True. However, I can get a stand, put the tablet on a stand that raises it up to a good level, and still have the keyboard flat on the desk where I like it, and type and look at the screen like I am now with my regular monitors. And it's a 11-inch laptop, or 11-inch tablet. So just get a laptop stand that fits 11-inch devices, right? And then I'll have the screen at the proper size. And since the keyboard is Bluetooth, there's no wire involved. I can just have that flat on the desk. And I'll be using the program I write in anyway. So yeah, that's my solution. And I think it's probably going to be a good one. I want to get a smaller desk and put it over to the side, and that'll be like the writing station, as it were. And so I was looking at writerdeck OS, and I was kind of interested in it. I'm like, maybe that's something to try. But then I read the writerdeck OS subreddit, and there's probably going to be a new version of it in the relatively near future. So I may wait and put that on the laptop that's still charging. We should wait just a little longer. Anyway, there's the subreddit if you want to read opinions on writerdeck OS. And yeah, looks like there'll be a version 2 where you can install different different writing apps on it. Right now there's just the one. And also, if you're curious about these, you can go onto YouTube, type in writer deck. Sometimes there's a space between writer and deck, sometimes there isn't. Doesn't seem to have a standard. But yeah, go to YouTube, and if you want to find out more about them, if one looks appealing and you have the money, you want to do a focused writing thing, by all means, try that. Me, I'm just gonna use my Android laptop or tablet, take off all the stuff except for what I need for Obsidian for writing and books, things, and whatever it might need to just run. That way, I also have a slightly larger screen than what a normal writer deck comes with, and that'd be pretty good. But what I like about writer deck OS is not only do you get kind of that focused experience, you can put it on just about any laptop or a Chromebook or on a desktop. You can, since it's a Debian Linux distro, you can put it on a bunch of devices and not have to worry about tiny little screens that you paid $500 to $600 for. So yeah, so that's the rant. I really like the idea of just a focused writing device. And I was thinking about further that some of these screens, sometimes people like pen and paper to write their drafts and everything, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. These screens are smaller than using pen and a regular size sheet of paper to write with. And I'm like, yeah, that I don't know how that's comfortable, but people like them. So, I'm not going to complain. If you like them, you like it, that's great. And I don't know who convinced people that these tiny screens are what you needed for focused writing. I'm not buying it. Uh, all right. Well, click a thing. And okay, I'm going to give the laptop a few more minutes here, just because it's probably going from 0, and I just need it to be at, enough percent to power on. I could leave it plugged in, but I really want to know if the battery is still going to hold a charge. And if that does happen, I will probably put Writer Desk OS on it. or writerdeck OS on it. And so, yeah, that was kind of my thinking. And I thought about playing a video game today, but I'm not feeling video gamey right now. And so this will be a shorter stream. I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about technology. There will Tech Friday will be up later today, probably. I didn't get around to editing it yesterday, so I have to do that yet. And then I'll put it up, and it'll be fine. It'll be great. Should check it out. Also, if you want to know when Tech Fridays do come on, you can follow me on Blue Sky because I always post about them there. But also, there is a RSS feed for Tech Fridays. So go to your favorite RSS reader and put this link into it. And then every time there's a new episode of Tech Friday up on YouTube, it'll appear in your RSS reader. It's a service that I provide for free to you. Amazing how that works. All right, let's see. So, mentioned the charity game in June. Yay. And there's probably not a whole lot of other stuff to talk about as it is a holiday in the US. So I'm just take a look here. Just a couple more minutes on the charging, and then hopefully I'll have long enough on the charger that I'll have a little bit of battery to work with. I'm looking at some tech sites, see if there's anything. And yeah, there's nothing really new today happening. Some YouTube videos I want to watch. That's about it. Oh, I'm going to share. It's a chill day. It is. I put this in my Discord, but I thought now can watch this after, stream. But I found, okay, I didn't find whatever weird stuff happens in my YouTube algorithm. Sometimes I get recommended music videos, and I'm not quite sure why, but this one came up. It's from Star Parade 1979. It is very, very late 70s thing. And so check it out. You'll just have to watch it on your own after a stream, of course. It's kind of bizarre, and yet probably one of the most 70s things I could see. I am not sure why it appeared on my feed, but it did. You know, I look at old cartoons and tech videos and stationary things, and there are a couple music channels I look at, but somehow all of that led to that particular video being propped up into my feed. And so now I share it with all of you to experience. All right, okay, it's been long enough. Let me grab the device. It may need longer, so if it doesn't work right now, I'll try it again. But this is a Surface Pro. I think this is version 5. To let you know how old it is. Let's see. Maybe 6. It does have Windows 11 on it. So, you know. But let's see if it charged enough. I'm going to hit the power button, which is right up here. There's a Windows logo. Oh, it even tried Face ID. Okay. All right. Ooh, it worked. Ah. Ooh, turned on. Yay. And yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this, but yeah, it turned on. I have a stylus for it. And what I might do is see if I can run the writer deck OS off of like a thumb drive and plug that into the side of here. Yay, it turns on. So I can have fun experiment times with this. So that'll be something as you know we go through. I will let you know what's going on. Let's see. Oh, other announcement in June or July. One of those. I might be taking a trip, so there won't be a Tech Friday. I'm not exactly sure when yet. Just know that there's going to be a little interruption to schedule, and then the end of July, the first weekend of August, I will be at Gen Con. So no streams from. I usually get down to Gen Con the Wednesday before and stay until the Monday after. So there won't be any streams until the Tuesday after Gen Con. More than likely. And let's see. What else? Let's see. Trip. That thing. Watch for details in a week or so about the charity stream. In June, I'll be fantastic. And Just double checking everything. So other than today, because it's a holiday, it should be a normal week for streams. Tomorrow we'll get back into video games. Wednesday will be craft day. Thursday, more video games. Friday will be Tech Friday as usual. I'll have Tech Friday, last week's Tech Friday edited and up either a little later tonight or tomorrow morning. And let's see. Anything else? Oh, I figured out in going back to video games for a moment that we're playing through Bravely Default, and the fight I was doing is optional, so I don't have to do that. I can just do the plot fights and move on from there. So all the fights with the blue exclamation marks on the map that are optional. And you can do them. You get a lot of job points, but they're not necessary to get even the good ending for the game. So because there's a section of the game where you're kind of in a little bit of a loop, and so it can repeat on you, and just like have some fun. All right, I think that's all for today. And let's see who's on. We'll send a little raid over on too. Show more. Yeah, Cypher of Tyr Tanya's on with a vending Dokkan. I have no idea what that is, but we'll go over there. Enjoy your Memorial Day. I am going to be watching bad movies probably the rest of the evening and editing somewhere in there. So thanks for being here for the short stream. I appreciate it. Let me make sure I can type properly. Is that right? That is correct. Okay. So thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all. And I'll be back tomorrow. Regular stream. Regular 2 hours. So come on by for that. And be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye.